Last year, I dipped a bit into the Yankees pitching system to become the next local relief ace. The roster included Luis Medina, Luis Gil, and Greg Weissert. Medina is now in Oakland, as he was one of the candidates sent in at the trade deadline for Frankie Montas. Gil had Tommy John surgery, and we couldn't see how he could contribute to the 2022 team. Weissert, however, dominated with AAA Scranton as he hit 36.8% of the batters he faced while limiting the home run ball. His dominance earned him a promotion at the end of the season, where we saw how well he can spin the ball. I was prepared to introduce a new group of faces in this play, but it's important to note that Weissert could very well step into that role this season, as we've seen with Ron Marinaccio and Michael King at different points in the season. Weissert proved that he is an extremely uncomfortable hitter for hitters in the 11.1 innings he had throughout September and October. Like others on the Yankees roster, Weissert has a beefy seam offset matte profile. What exactly does that mean? Well, the short version is that most of the movement he induces in his pitches comes from the use of the baseball seams and how they resist air as they travel to base. We are seeing this type of pitcher to be a perfect candidate for producing out-of-zone blows and smooth contact in the zone. Now, with that out of the way, there are two other relievers who deserve some attention from the Yankee system but are not superstar candidates. Both are starting pitchers now, but I'm not sure that matters. King, Clark Schmidt, and Jonathan Loaisiga were all starters at one point or another. Heck, even Clay Holmes started 4 games for Pittsburgh in his rookie season. But their paths eventually led them to bullpen roles, though Schmidt still gets a chance for point starts here and there. Anyway, I'll start with Clayton Beeter. Are you already familiar with it? Well, if you're not, you should get used to hearing his name. The fun fact about Beeter is that he was traded by the Los Angeles Dodgers for Joey Gallo. He was a candidate with legitimate stuff, but struggling to launch strikes. The Dodgers trading so much talent for a few months of Gallo was pretty shocking, and early returns suggest they really got it wrong. Beeter was amazing for Somerset in just over 20 innings. He had a FIP of 1.99 while striking out nearly 40% of the batters that entered the area against him. He has a funky delivery with good speed. Beeter's success would always hinge on how he could control baseball. He simply needs to throw punches. One glaring mechanical deficiency that worries me a little is his arm delay. Ideally, you want your arm to be at least 45 degrees across the ball of your foot, but Beeter's is still going up. There is a positive way to spin this. This tweak could not only help his ability to throw punches, but also increase his speed. Talk to Spencer Strider, runner-up for NL Rookie of the Year. It was one of the adjustments he made to go from the 90s to 160 km/h. His material is promising and he still has room for improvement. That sounds like a perfect candidate to be a replacement ace. The next potential replacement ace is Yadi Brito. You may be even less familiar with him than you are with Beeter. He has been in the Yankees system since 2016 and is entering his 25th season. His success over the past 2 seasons has convinced some that he could be a true starter, or, in this case, a replacement for the Yankees in 2023. Every year, a name like Brito appears on the Yankees. J.P. Sears is an example of an under-the-radar prospect who blasted his way into the big leagues sooner than many expected and delivered quality starters. It's not hard to see this happening with Brito as well. Here's an idea of what his stuff looks like. Another highly misleading arm action. I admire that about the Yankees' ability to develop pitchers. Many of them have unique moves and mechanics, including Brito. While it may indeed have early promise, I suspect its stuff will work even more out of the pen, and with a bit of mechanical tweaking too. His fastball has good speed, but to play outside the pen in the majors, he might have to add a tick or two. This could come from better use of your back leg. Brito looks like a pretty athletic pitcher, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens over time. He's already proven he can make long-term adjustments. Why stop now? While I expect Weissert to have the biggest impact on the 2023 roster, don't be surprised if Beeter and Brito also have some chances if they make the 40-man roster. It's an exciting time for the Yankees' pitching development. There are big names and other lesser-known names, but to be honest, it gets less surprising every time a random name pops up as a legitimate MLB reliever. These three names are just a guarantee of that fact. In my opinion, these two names are good bets for the Yankees. It has enormous potential, but I think they were never used by a top team, with top professionals, and coming to the Yankees could bring a lot of value to the team. And in your opinion, Yankees fan, what do you think about Weissert, Beeter, Yhani Brito? Leave in the comments. Your opinion is really important to us.